If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
How about now? Does it work now? Okay. I don't know what it was that I just did. I don't know what it was. I clicked something. I don't know what it was. Oh, maybe. Oh. I think it's because. Okay, I think I clicked the stream track on the wrong one, like I do in the recordings. I don't know why. Maybe it was just weird paranoia. But anyway, since we missed all that I just said, apparently, I had to wait because, not because, but our dog passed away, so our dog passed away, so I wanted to take a break until after New Year's, but unfortunately, like I wanted to play this earlier, like not in mid-January, but I kind of wanted to wait until after New Year's. But then I realized that the recordings were kind of like I had I had two recordings that were essentially I just needed all these recordings to be done. So I had to like speed run some recordings. And now here we are. And luckily it was on a good day because she came out because Ines came out. So that's essentially where we're at. And I said before that I have all the ultimate Sharon parts, but I was too lazy to get all the whatever heavy ion, Blue Lantern looking things. So that's why I technically like I half have her, That's like a thing. It's like half and half. I have all her parts. I'm just too lazy to actually get her. But I think I read somewhere. I was reading the update thing because you turn on the PS5 and it's like, "Oh, it was updated." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, she came out." So I had to read the update notes and they added a couple things. They added like you can semi-augment your weapons. You can like put like modules in your weapons to make them better or something. And then they upgraded Jaber, Valby, and somebody else. And somebody else, I cannot remember who, but I know at least those two. They kind of like did stuff with their skills. And then that it said that yeah, it said that what was it? That you can't get Keelan from the void. I wish you just pulled him out from the void. You can't get him from the void thing, I think, because now he got replaced by her, but now I don't know how to, like, I have him, but, oh, Luna, that's right. That's right. I don't really use her, but I do have that one mod. I have that one module for her, the one that increases firearm attack, and I'm like, you know what? If I ever get back to using her, I have it. But I forgot how to play. But let's see on the hard ones. See, now you can get her, but now I don't know if I didn't read it or if like I just because like I was like kind of like glossing over it. But I don't know if you don't have him, like how are you supposed to get him, Like unless they added like, oh, you can get him. They added like amorphous material or something like that, you know. You know what? I guess this is like a better solution than like if they switch sometimes. Like, oh, here's like a Keelan box, but then oh, like the next time you do it, here's a Inez box. Or oh, the dog. I I don't need the dog anymore. I have the dog. I max upgraded the dog for the points or for the what is it? The what is it? Oh, he's on normal. We can check. That's also a good way to do it, I guess. Yeah, he is on normal. You're right. You're right. But damn, now I have to run to run through this again. I mean, I guess it's fine. I'm used to it. I'm used to it. At least this is like, oh, it doesn't really matter who I use. Unless the map changes, because like for some reason, I don't know if it's just because people didn't like it, but the platforming section with the conveyor belts or whatever, I have not gotten that section in like a long ass time. So maybe they're all like the same now. Like it's just the same run. Cause let's be real, I hated that section. I hated that. They kept this room though, the one in the screenshot or whatever. The big like rotating whatever room, but it doesn't really matter because it's not a big room and you just kind of go like this, you just kind of turn right. I don't even bother getting the chests in that room just because I don't like I don't like the platforming. Yeah, the void. Oh my god. Not that I don't like it. It's just like going through like see if they did change it every time, but like just instead of like the conveyor belt platforming section, you know. I just don't like that section. You can change it like to be like a more dungeon crawly thing, you know. But I also don't need this damn dog anymore. But I guess it's good to have the dog because then the percentages for her stuff go up, right? Okay, let's just let's go for it. Or no, just go for it. That's what that is. They did also, I did read, they're now letting you do Obstructor and Frostwalker solo, but I don't really need any of their stuff. And they also changed that apparently when Frostwalker goes in Frenzy, it stays still. It stops moving. Thank God.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
Okay, unfortunately, I picked the bad moment to try to remember how to play. Okay. Okay, that does that. You know what though? I would appreciate they already be adding dogs and stuff though. See, my dog was a multi-poo. So that'd be nice if they had like, or maybe like as a weird accessory. You know how they have like the cats? The weird cats and those little like baby carriers or whatever. That'd be nice. Or like how, you know, like some people put their dogs like Lisa Vanderpump or so. Except she, you know what though? Lisa Vanderpump, she like carried her dog. I don't think I've ever seen her with like put her dog in a purse. You know, I forgot what his name was. But she was always carrying that dog, never in a purse. It's actually kind of interesting. But they should do something like that, like, oh, a dog in a handbag or something. You know what? She will live on. She will live on in The Sims, where she's actually kind of a carbon copy in like as she was in real life. In The Sims, very, very needy. Very needy. And right when I was talking about this damn it was the other button. See? Look what happens when you forget how to play. You know what it also is? Because I was playing a lot of Freedom Wars, and it's the thorn is that button, the other button. Oops. Oops. Freedom Wars spoiled me. Oh, hello. I forgot what I needed. What do I need? Oh, I might need, I don't need the... Oh, shoot. Now I'm trying to... Oh, the blue, right? These I need, I think. Maybe I didn't. I can't remember what... I can't remember what the... Oh, these I might need because I needed them for neuromorphic chip. Okay. Okay, maybe not that, but I do remember needing those, like, purple arrowy things. I should probably... I mean, maybe I should do it afterwards. Should probably check what she needs. The green was for the dog, though, right? The genetic... I remember the genetic whatever boxes were, like, for dog XP, but I do not need them right now, because the good boy, the very good boy... I will just call him, like, the very good boy, like in Remnant. The very good boy is max level. And I also I was debating whether to play Freedom Wars, but I felt kind of bad because the way I built all. First of all, I didn't realize there wasn't that much of a post game for that game. I mean, I guess the closest thing we could probably do would be to like help in multiplayer, because I have a build that's like semi-competent for multiplayer, even though I see people doing like mega stupid damage, but that might just be because they were like upgrading all their weapons and stuff to like plus 10, like level 10, and for some reason I'm missing like one, like of all the things, one piece or one component. But I could have done that. The only issue is that I put the crit for the melee weapons not so high because I don't know how it's calculated. Because I don't know what like 3 point whatever crit rate is. Oh shit. Like I don't know what 3 point whatever crit rate is, but it's a lot, and when you do a crit, the screen kind of flashes, so I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that. Like it's very satisfying, don't get me wrong, like the sound effects when shit just starts going off, like exploding and everything, and then like your whatever they are, your accessory is just like, oh, like the enemy friggin' exploded, oh, the enemy's on fire, oh, the enemy's like frozen or something. Kind of satisfying, especially when you get them in a loop where you just like start doing like the charge attacks and then they fall and then more charge attacks and then they fall until they're dead. But I was like, no, maybe I shouldn't do it because I mean there's a lot of I don't know how much flashing. Oh, okay. As I say, when things are exploding. Oh, they did also add a way to get the you know, like the other season pass weapon, the first one, the rocket launcher thing. They added a way to get that, but I don't really remember and I don't really use it, so it doesn't really matter. The one that I got Excava maxed out because that's the one that I actually paid for. I don't really remember why. I would have paid for this one just for the friggin' hair. Just for some hair. And then I did do apparently now they're adding like I guess abyssal mode or bosses are like the end game. Like I guess I didn't expect them to go to like what level 200. I guess 150 or whatever they are is a good point. But I think they're like cycling through them, which is nice. I just kind of wish, I think they did add that like you can get other stuff. You can get other stuff by doing it instead of just like the cosmetic shit. It does look goofy, don't get me wrong. But I don't understand why you would need it for each character. Like I feel like if you get it, you should just get it and just be able to put it on whoever. I mean, heck, if you're really going to be that way, you could do it for, like a male version and a female version, you know? But I don't know. Maybe it's just because grinding 300 of those things. Because I don't know how much you get, like, in general. Oh, shit. Well. I think they do actually give you something now. Okay, now that I'm here. Okay, what does she need? Oh, this is for her. Okay, so he needed like the purple the purple arrow things, and she needs these. Now look at this: 20 and 20 and 20 versus like fucking 60 something something something.
Smooth as ice.
Oh.
I'm loading. Loading. Scatter them. Loading. Reload. I'm gonna cut you. Damn it, take this.
You would think. Oh, I guess he has like a shield. He has like a double shield. So I was like, you think if you hit him in the back or whatever.
Stop right there. This is exhilarating. How dare they break my shield?
You know what I find kind of strange? Not even about this. This is just like in general. I saw that apparently Honkai Star Rail is getting like a physical version, at least on the PS5. I don't know about anything else. I don't even know what other systems it is. Is it on Xbox? I don't know. I know it was, I wanted to play it on PS5 just to save my computer some room, but I had so much trouble with like transferring accounts and stuff, because apparently I don't know what I did, but I did the stupid, and I have like separate accounts, and now like one of them is like because I did it with my I made it with my Twitter account or whatever, like the I connected it to my Twitter account, but then I guess I connected the Twitter to something else, to like a different email. And so I got scared this one day where it's like shit, like I thought I had to start all over, and this was like after like a year and stuff of progress, you know. I was like, oh hell no. Lovely, thank you. Okay, so we need the small blue boxes then. And so I saw that they were gonna release Honkai Star Rail on like as a physical version, and I'm like, how the fuck does a gacha game have a physical version? Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. But then again, I guess some MMOs have like physical versions too, like Guild Wars and Warcraft, World of Warcraft. They had like physical version too. And technically, I guess technically you could also buy Elder Scrolls Online, which I did do, and then I had to give up because I couldn't think of a name. Because all these damn names were like taken, and I was like, I cannot be asked right now to come up with a random ass name. And I tried going through like a name generator, like a Skyrim, like an Elder Scrolls name generator. They had one for like all the races and stuff, and none of them really made any sense. I was like, can I at least have one that's semi-close to my name, you know? I even tried to spell my name different, you know? Like a tragedy, you know? Like a tragedy. I tried to spell my name like a semi-tragedy, and even that was taken. Like, how the heck would you spell? Okay. my friend and I have been like going through, because there's like the Reddit stuff where it's like, oh, like, you know, r/tragedy, and most of them are kind of the same. Some of them are real bad. I just have to say, some of them are bad. Like bad. And this is just coming from me, like, I don't know, like, sure, you can name them anything you want, but like, Should you name them anything you want? Really? You know, some of them I guess can be okay, but some of them are just goofy. Like, let's be real. See, and I'm sorry about the lighting of my cameras because in NVIDIA broadcast, I can actually fix up the brightness. And I can't do that so easily. Okay, no, I guess we're looking for these. Okay, the broken ones. That gave me nothing this time. And then what? I think that's all we're looking for, just the red ones, right? Because the genetic stuff is dog stuff. Don't need those. And damn, that guy is going. But yeah, that's why I couldn't get into ESO. Like, I wanted to get into it, and thank God I didn't get it. This was when it was like on mega sale for like $5. But at the same time, you know, like, I'm like, okay, I mean, maybe I'll get back to it if I can figure out a fucking name. I usually go Imperial just because they're like the brown hair. Oh, wow. The brown hair, like black hair, brown hair. They're like normal. Because Nords are always like blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know? Oh, was there something back there? No. And like, I mean, technically we could have been a furry, could have been like an elf. I wasn't really fit, or like what other? Oh, an orc. Nah, just go like regular ass Imperial, or whatever. Some of these names, this name generator, I don't know what the fuck these names are. I mean, I guess in the lore they would sound cool, but I'm like, this literally feels like I'd be role playing too damn hard. And then I was like, why the fuck can't I just use my, I guess maybe because there's like crossplay and stuff, but I'm like, why the fuck? Oh. Can it just not, can it just use my, my PlayStation ID, you know? Like, shoot, I think even like what's the thing? Or not a new world? Wow, I even have this game and I can't even fucking remember what it's called. New World or whatever. I think that even uses either that or you can. No, I don't think so. No. And you know what sucks? You know what sucks? I wanted to play Palia, right? Because I was like, oh, it looks cozy. And I did play it for a little bit. I just got confused as to like, you know, like the nickname and like your name. It got confusing for me. Because I guess I can't read. I can't read. So then it was like, you know, because they had like a separate thing. Like what all the characters would call you. Like by your name. And I guess that's like what they would call you. Like all the NPCs. But I did the stupid again. And I said, like, I got confused with the other name. You know, so I called myself what I usually call my username and stuff. And so now it breaks the immersion for me. Breaks the immersion. I do remember I was trying to get a whatchamacallit, the crystal things, so I can max this thing out because I guess I found a build. I think the build was literally just like straight up crit rate, crit damage for this gun, and it works, I guess. So I think I wanted to get more crystal things for that. Oops.
Water playtime.
But you know what I did buy? You know what I did get on sale? It wasn't on mega sale, but it was like $20 off, so I guess it was a good sale. I got EDF 6, and I know the reviews on Steam are like mixed, because I think you needed, at the beginning, you needed like an Epic Games account. Oh shit.
How dare they break
You
my
needed like
shield.
an Epic Games account or something to play. I don't know, on like maybe online or just to play in general, but I know you needed a Epic Games account, I think. And so that's why I got like because I was looking on the PSN, I'm like, huh. I was like, oh, they rated it like 4.5, 4.6. So I don't know why I got all these mixed. It's just because of that. Because I mean, how many, like, I guess the story kind of like continues from 5, but there have been so many spin-offs.
My shield is down.
There have been so many spin-offs. There was like the blocky looking one that might have been better for me just because the fucking like the fucking bugs. Like, I like EDF. It's just, you need to get desensitized. Like, I think you just need to get these. If you're a bug hater, you will probably very much hate this game. Or that game, not this game.
Watch out for the splash.
Because I played the 5th one.
Take this.
I played the 5th one after I saw a VTuber play, I forgot which one, maybe the 4th one or something, and that one was on sale. That one was pretty cheap, so I think I started with that one. Either that or it was like a PlayStation Plus, you know, like one of those free ones. Not like a monthly one, but it was actually straight up free or something like that. Like, kind of like the thing where they let you stream PS3 games if you pay for like the not basic bundle. That's actually really expensive now, even for a basic bundle. Let's be real.
This could get messy.
Oh, hell no.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
Yay! We got one. I did want to play EDF. That one I technically could stream. I did reach like a little bit of a roadblock with that one. So now I think I was at the point I was just trying to get better weapons. Because I don't know which ones are good. And of course you go online and it's like, oh, anything is good, you know, if you know how to use it. And I'm sitting here like, you know, like sometimes like I'm like one of those people where it's like, if you give me something and it says, oh, it shoots what I need to see a video of it, okay? Like if I have a skill like the fucking Neo shit, like if you want a new skill, they show you what it looks like at least. Like if it's an active skill, then they like show you that way, you know? We need more of that because like, because you can't change your weapon mid-fight. So what if you're like trying to test it out and then it ends up being really shitty, you know?
Take this.
But I found one that was like, I forgot, it was like the electric one. The chain lightning one is pretty good. I forgot which one I actually like really liked though. Oh, it was like it wasn't the shotgun one. It was like the one where it shoots like a bolt of like lightning which actually kind of acted like a shotgun, I guess, because it did big damage when they were really close to you.
I'm loading.
So I like that, just because it's very satisfying. Very satisfying to see all like the bits and they like ragdoll and stuff. Like, I appreciate EDF. I don't really understand why you're fighting. What the fuck? I don't really understand why you're fighting like big ass bugs though. Like, why did they like they straight up just bugs? And I guess that's part of the weird charm, because I know I know it's supposed to be like a goofy like spoof maybe of like a college movie, college film, like kind of like that's why the voice acting is really goofy too. Like, oh my god, they're coming from the ground. You know, or something. And they have like a really weird and goofy like voice lines. I guess in this one it's a little bit sad just because at this point in number 6, in the 6th one, the world has kind of been destroyed. But at the beginning, this guy seems so delusional. It's kind of sad where it's like, oh my, yeah, you say you rescued the, you know, like, oh, protect the civilians. And when you probably know there's like no civilians, you know? And even the one guy, eventually someone was like, you do realize there's like nothing left. And he's like, oh no, we're just waiting for there to be civilians, you know, practice. And then I guess I did not get very far, but I'm like seeing people like, oh, I'm on mission like 90 whatever. I'm like, 90 whatever? What you mean 90 whatever? 90 whatever plus DLC. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I was trying to look for a good place to farm weapons, and apparently, even in the last one, I can't even remember if I skipped 5 and just went to, like, 6 after 4 point, I think they called it 4.1, because I think it was, like, a re-release of a Japanese version. Like, I think the Japanese version was just called, like, oh, like, Earth Defense Force 2025. I think that's what the Japanese were, but I guess they like re-released it in like either in English, North America, I don't know, as like just like Earth Defense Force 4.1 or something. And I guess I appreciate them giving like the wing divers. I can't remember, they were wearing like, it wasn't risque. It kind of just reminded me, maybe it was like a leotard or something. But now they actually gave them like pants. Like camo pants. Like, I guess they kind of, now they look like they belong.
Take this.
But I would have played that, but since Ines came out today, I'm like, you know what? Let's just keep playing this. I'm sorry though if you're getting tired of it. I try to find things to do, you know. But you know what? You know what? Another beta of Monster Hunter is coming out in February. Like a week or two before it's supposed to come out, so I hope they're not like on crunch time, you know. I feel bad if y'all are crunching for it. You know, I don't want y'all to crunch, to do time crunches and stuff just because. Like, y'all need to get some sleep, y'all need to eat, you know. Like, I seen the, like the, what is it? I guess it's just from a little bit of anime, like the you know that anime new game about the girl who started working at the like game, whatever the hell, like I forgot what, I think she was she got a position as an artist. And also, you know what, there was a Yuri visual novel that was also like set in a video game development studio office. And I never played it, or at least I never played the base game. They did have like an afterward. They had like an afterward like scenario for all the girls that you can get that, well, not you, because you play as you play as a specific girl. But like there's like different scenarios like afterwards with all the other girls that you can like end up with, you know? And I played that, like I saw that one, and I think it's just because it's so fucking expensive, even on sale. Like it's like $60 something or whatever, and I'm like, that's steep, even with like a visual novel with voice acting. Too expensive. You can get freaking flowers for $20, and I don't know how much it like if the bundle, I'm sure they have a bundle at this point because it's done, because the rest of it got translated, and I don't really want to finish it just because I feel bad. But the third game, the couple, like the two girls or whatever, well, they're all girls, but both of those girls, I did not really care for their story. I feel kind of bad, but like I did not care for their story. After the second one was peak, okay? The second one was peak. That one was like the sweetest thing I ever done seen. You know, it was total filler, by the way. It was total filler, but maybe that's why I liked it so much. Like, oh, forget about the school mystery. Forget about like the like her girlfriend disappearing like after they confessed and shit. Even though I felt kind of bad for her in the beginning just because she liked the other girl. But then she kind of moved on to this one, so I'm like, you know, kind of like a bombastic side eye, like, I mean, I'm sure at the end it's kind of like, oh yeah, you know, I guess it's literally like, oh, you were always the one that was there, even though, like, because it was like a whole love triangle. Like, that first one had so much drama. They all kind of have drama, but just because it's more of like a will they, won't they the entire damn time. And then she admits it's like, oh, you know, it's weird because like, I think, it's like, she's literally like, I think I'm starting to like you, even though I think she liked the other girl, the other roomie, but I actually can't remember. Oh, it was because she reminded her of her ex, I think. It's one of those. She reminded her of the other one, but she was like nothing like her, I guess. So I guess she moved on. She moved on, which I guess is nice, you know, because they admitted their feelings and stuff at the end, even though she fucked off at the end. That was the whole mystery part where it was like, oh, like the start of the mystery. But it's like, oh, why did she leave and stuff? And you do find out at the fourth game, you had to read through 3 or 2 extra for the side characters. No hate to the side characters, but at the same time, they did not interest me. I don't know why.
I'm loading.
I always find it funny that they somehow managed to add a love triangle in every single chapter, every single game somehow.
One isotope coming up.
Which I guess is semi-interesting, if not very annoying.
Scatter them. Stay where you are.
Oh. But yes, if you are a fan of Yuri visual novels, Flowers, read. It has voice acting in it. It's not in English, I don't think, though. But it's very good art, very good voice acting. Like the main character, or at least the first one. She's technically the main character in all of them, but it's just like it goes from different POVs, you know. because after the first game, when like her girl disappears and stuff, her story for the other games is literally just figuring out what the fuck, like what the fuck. I have a couple. Like, it's not the only Yuri visual novel. Oh no.
An enemy container has been revealed.
Although some of them are kind of meh. I'm not gonna lie, you know. They're not all great. Some of them are interesting at least. Damn it. What, was it because I was talking about Yuri visual novels? But yeah, flowers, you got 4 of them. There's... I kind of forget what these... I haven't read them in a long-ass time. But there's, it's kind of a... Okay, you know, Lily cool? Like circle, but like Lily. Because Yuri is Lily in Japanese. There's that one. That one's pretty interesting because it has like a shit ton of couples and like pairings and stuff. And technically one love triangle that turns into like a poly semi relationship. Even though I guess it's semi incesty because it's her cousin or whatever. It's one of these girls' cousins. So it's a little bit you know. But the thing is though, it's like it's not like overly romantic, I guess, you know? I mean, it's supposed to be goofy because they're all like in high school and shit. But they're all unique at least. Although there is like actual incest, but somehow, I guess the writer was so good at their job that somehow they did end up making the one incest, like the true incest, kind of fluffy. So I was kind of impressed. Even a lot of people were impressed. They were like, shit, like, fuck, the writing's so good that even the incest relationship was actually good. They weren't doing anything weird. It's all very G-rated, okay? All very G-rated. They were just, I don't know. They just do sisterly love to the utmost percentage, I guess. But not like, it's not dirty at all. It's kind of sweet.
Loading.
Like, I guess if it wasn't a Yuri game, you... I don't know. They just made it actually kind of sweet. Which is weird, because, like, what the fuck? But the other girls are semi-normal, like, you know, you got you got like student council prez and like the vice president or like this childhood friend. They go over all the tropes too, which is, I guess, kind of funny. They have the senpai kohai, and they have student council rivals, I guess. They're kind of like not enemies to lovers, but maybe semi-enemies to lovers. And the tomboy, it's the tomboy girl, I think. They always gotta have one of those. Actually, they have a couple of those.
Unseen.
And then you have, for some reason, this girl is a ninja. Like, for the main-ish girl, I guess like the redhead on the cover or whatever. She's paired with the, I guess, a very traditional S-girl. I do like her voice, too. I like all the soft-spoken voices. But she's apparently like a ninja. It's, as I say, it's goofy as hell, you know? Goofy, like, very comedic. Like, if you don't think about the sister plots, the plot lines, I guess. But then I think, although it does have like the cousin is the teacher, like a substitute teacher or something, so it's although nothing, it doesn't seem like anything really happens, I guess. I can't remember because it's been forever since I actually like read the thing. I do remember not a lot of like, you know, like there's kissing and everything, but it's not like super duper lovey romantic kind of stuff. It's very fluffy, like very sweet, you know, uncensored hand holding. If you could believe, uncensored kisses, you know. Also, there's like a really short girl. I remember that. Oh, and there's like a girl. There's too many. You know what? That's what happened. There's too many fucking girls. Like, there's a such thing as too many like girls in my Yuri visual novels. Oh, where's the thing? Did they do it? But yeah, there was like a girl, like, and she wasn't little. That's not a little girl. She wasn't a little girl. She was like, she went to school with the rest of them. And so did apparently her maid. She had a maid or whatever who I think they're the same age. I think they're technically childhood friends. But somehow she became a maid for her family. I don't really understand. It's a little iffy on that, but I'm like, wow, they really have something for everyone. There's that, and there's like the shoot, I forgot. Oh, love nurse. No, nurse. What was it called? The nurse one. That one is crazy. Okay, like it seems normal at first, and then shit hits the fan so hard. And I think I read somewhere that it was actually written by like nurses, but I'm sitting here like, what in the dark magic? What in the weirdness? Like, is this? You know? Like, it seemed simple enough, and then all of a sudden, shit hit the fan. Although the true ending, I guess, with that one girl, I guess the true route for her, it was very strange. I'm not gonna lie, the ending was kind of weird. Her whole story was also really weird. Like, are y'all nurses over there okay? Like, I guess it's interesting to read about, like, nurse, like, in the life of, I guess. But they weren't technically nurses. I think they were all, like, nursing students. So they were, like, going to school and stuff. But I guess the true route was kind of nice. But, like, those bad endings are bad. They will fuck you up. Like, it's actually kind of scary if you get a bad ending. Especially for one girl. Because that shit is just fucked up. Like, that's when you have to... The second one's not so fucked up. I don't know which one actually came first. Because it seemed like the second one had... not worse art, but it is different. Different in a weird way, not in like, I guess maybe in it's my opinion. My opinion is kind of like a little bit of a downgrade somehow. Like, I can see it's like the same art style or something, but it's just, maybe it's just not as detailed. It just looks different, you know, after playing the first one. So I'm not sure like which one came first, and they're not connected. Both games are not connected, so you could, I guess it doesn't matter which one you play first. But if you want a bigger mind fuck, you play the first one. You play that one. Nurse Love Addiction or something like that. And I forgot what the other one was. Nurse Love Attraction? Nurse Love something. That one's not as fucked up. It's a little sad because one of the girls, or at least in her bad ending, all the bad endings, of course, are sad, but for the one girl, it's even more sad. But the rest of them are kind of weirdly fucked up. I don't think anything would be as bad as, like, the first one, though. The first one with that one girl... That would probably, that's probably semi-scarring, and I'm gonna die because I'm stupid and I can't do two things at a time. Two things at a time.
Enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
All right, 2. Look, the last one, it just didn't like the it didn't like the visual novel that I was talking about. But, oh, nurses, gay nurses. Oh, now I have the game's attention. But yeah, I didn't really finish the second one. I had to follow a guide just so I didn't get the bad endings because I was scared. Like, let's be real. If you played the first one, you will be scared of the bad endings in the second one. Because I don't know who wrote it. Maybe it's the same people, same nurses who are writing these things. Like, are y'all okay over there? And there's like other ones, you know. There was like this one about like Pygmalion. Is that how you say his name? Or I guess it was a he, right? Like it was like kind of like a based off of like the guy who fell in love with the statue that he made, right? Pygmalion. But it's literally just a girl who kind of has like a weird thing for dolls, but then it ends up being like, I don't even know what happened, but then they started fighting and shit. Like, it made no sense at all. But I was like, it's in the Yuri section, so I'll read it. There's also a couple that I didn't read. There was like Chew something. The one where they're like all going to school or something. But I read that it wasn't technically like a Yuri visual novel because only like there's like two side characters, I guess, that are like in a relationship, and that's about it. And so I'm like, Oh, you know what a really good one is though? That's not too heavy on like if you don't want cutesy fluff like Lilyco or whatever, then you can do like 12 something, the Fatal 12. That one's a good visual novel. Like, even if you're not, the Yuri stuff is not really like at the forefront. Even though the one girl does have a thing, like she has a thing for her, like the main girl, her friend. But since they're not really together most of the game, so it kind of like goes through both of them. Like, oh, she does, like while she does this thing, the other girl does this thing. And it has an interesting plot. So like that one's actually a good plot. Very interesting. It's like people die and then they get into like, they kind of do it like a Danganronpa style. It's kind of interesting. So essentially what it is like I don't know when it is. Like after a week, I think. It's almost like, you know, like in Fate. It's like in Fate where you have to like get information on your enemies and then you get more like an advantage in like the boss fight. Like Fate Extra. Sorry, I wasn't specifying which Fate. But it's like that kind of where it's like you have a week to gain information. So essentially you play as a girl who died. I forgot where. I think she died in a train explosion or something. Like the train derailed and she died. And she ends up in this weird ass like what is it? Like a courthouse. It looks like a courthouse. But the gist of like the game, like the Danganronpa style game, it's not really Danganronpa because they're all dead, but is essentially you have to find out like how the other people, you have to find out how they died, like who they are, how they died, and I think why. I just remember you had to figure out how they died. Like that was kind of like and then you have to, and that's how like you kind of get rid of them. So it's a very interesting game. Like the Yuri is just not at the forefront. Like the plot itself is very good. Like bravo to that. But like it should be an anime. Like that's how good it is. It should be like its own thing, you know? And it could totally have like a sequel. Just with like different characters. And I mean, there are, because it's like a couple routes, because, you know, eventually, like, the two friends have to, like, do the thing, you know, like, one of them, because of course the bestie wants her girl to live, so there's like a couple, at least two, and there's like a couple bad endings where like, you know, like your character, I forgot what her name was, but she dies because I guess you let her die, I guess. There's like a few of them. There's not like at least in the first week, and then maybe like a couple. But it's a very interesting story. That one's good. I replayed it a couple times because it was so good. There's also Kindred Spirits on the Roof if you really want. Like, I guess that's like a semi-realistic thing. Besides the ghosts, okay? Besides the gay ghosts. It's so okay. Okay, that premise in of itself, the gay ghosts and like them being like, oh, you know, we're trying to get other, you know, other couples and shit, because they're like, oh, there are girls that like, oh, it's like, oh, there's girls that are here but they don't want to admit their feelings and shit, so you gotta help us or else we can't move on. Like, what does that have to do with helping them move on? Like, and that's where the term comes from, the Eurytopia. Eurytopia. And I never finished it just because it was kind of on the lengthy side. If the art is okay, like if you're looking for like a more semi-realistic, I won't say it's like realistic. Like they still look like anime characters, but they look kind of like a little rougher, you know? But I'm sure that they all have unique stories and stuff. There's also, I think, a manga. I think that I remember there being a manga, but it like takes place after the game itself, where like the main girl ends up with her childhood friend, like the sporty girl or whatever the fuck. She ends up with her. So I guess if you want to read like the afterward manga, you can. But the game itself is really interesting because there's like a ton of girls. Like you thought like it's like almost Lilyco, but like I guess more realistic take on the relationships, where it's like, oh, you know, like people like when girls get that realization where it's like, oh shit, you know, I think I like blank, you know, stuff like that, but they don't know how to deal with it, you know, because it's very like a foreign feeling and shit. Oh god, that's what happens talking about gay shit. Oh. But I wanted to play that one so bad. The no, what the heck was it called? I forgot. The one that I said at the very beginning of the one that started this whole rant about Yuri visual novels. Yume something. The really expensive one. I wanted to read it. It's too expensive to read. So. But yeah, if y'all want to read Yuri visual novels, Flowers is probably one of the better ones, because you can read 4. It comes in a pack of 4, you know. There's 4 stories. Damn. Okay.
This could get messy. Loading.
I'm sure there's like other ones that there was like technically there was this one that was free. It was free, but for some reason if you go on it's on PlayStation 5. I don't know why, but it's the one where it's like, oh, find love or die trying. I guess you could I think they talk to you in gender neutral terms, I think, in that game, even though I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be a dude, but I don't think they ever say. So I guess they're just trying to be gender neutral about it. That one was pretty good, and that one was free on Steam, so. And also, yeah, the screenshots for it kind of. the girl with the fucking Gatling gun, like, what the fuck? The rest of the game was alright. Like, it did have a plot, I'm not gonna lie, it had a plot twist that I did not see coming, even though I probably should have seen it coming.
Oh, damn it. My shield.
Oh, I forgot she was like, oh, she's British, right? Oh. But I just remember because there's this one Reddit post that was like, you know, because I'm on the Cozy Games subreddit, and they were like, oh, you know, y'all got any like visual novels or whatever, visual novels that I don't really know what. I think they were just looking for stuff. And I just kind of like listed a couple that were... I forgot what I said. I gave them like a couple, but then I was like, oh, if you... I'm like, I don't know if you like Yuri visual novels or whatever, but I mean, I have more. And they were like, oh, no, I don't care. It can be anything, you know? So I went down the whole list. The whole list of gay shit that I kind of remembered off the top of my head at the moment. But yeah, the Flowers and Fatal 12 are like probably like the better Yuri visual novels. If you want to read the nurse ones they're also interesting. I just think they're kind of spooky. Like especially some of those endings. The endings are kind of scary. I'm not going to lie. They will fuck you up, maybe, just because you won't see them coming, I guess. That might be the main thing. Like, they're not actually outright scary, but I think it's more of, like, implied horror that's happening, and then it just ends like that. Like, that's the bad ending, and you're like, that's a really bad ending for that character, and then I guess you go fix it, or you go back to another save or something. But then it's, like, their true ending. Like, their good endings are actually kind of sweet. Like, how is that possible? Your bad endings are like really scar-inducing, you know, like terrifying. But then your good endings, your true endings are kind of fluffy, except for maybe the main girl, because some weird shit happens with her. So, not the main girl. I mean, like the main love interest girl. Not the main girl. I mean, I guess weird shit happens to the main girl too, because shit hit the fan. In the middle of the damn game. But yeah, the main love interest girl, weird shit. Second one is actually not so bad. Maybe just because like the bitch has amnesia because of an accident, so I guess she can kind of get away with like the weirdness. You know what? I do appreciate that kind of stuff. Maybe it's like overdone, but I feel like, okay, so I'm playing Glory of Heracles right now, right? But I think the thing that makes it interesting and not so like, oh, you know, like, oh, another like anime RPG game where like the main person has amnesia or whatever. But I think they make it better if your whole party has amnesia too. Because I think that just adds to the mystery of like, oh, who are you supposed to be? Oh, you're like you're Heracles. He's Heracles. I'm Heracles. Is there a Heracles that I don't we don't know about? But then I guess like eventually, I think maybe I'm like almost. I know I'm past halfway. I have to be past halfway this game. Oh shit. I think I'm more than halfway. I think I'm actually kind of semi-almost done. I just need to beat, or destroy the, what is it? The Ditophis and the Dicrassus or whatever they're called. But then it's like, oh, your party members are also demigods? They're not actually demigods. Although technically, if, oh no, I'm sorry. Technically, if Iphicles was Heracles' brother, though, shouldn't he also be like a demigod? Unless because it's Zeus. You know, Zeus probably doesn't have the same. Well, okay, wait a second. Shouldn't he still count as a demigod, even if his mom is different? Like, if your dad is a god, doesn't that make you a god? Makes no sense to me, but like I just realized because I was like, oh, Heracles, this Heracles is immortal. Like the new Heracles, or the real Heracles is immortal, or at least like a demigod. He's an actual demigod, but like, shouldn't his brother also technically be a demigod, right? But like he died. But like he died, so. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Talking about gay visual novels and RPGs. It's too bad I can't. I ran out of visual novels to talk about. There was this other one that was kind of okay. I think it was also free. Blooming something something. I forgot. Blooming Nightingale. Blooming something something. Oh, you know what though? Now that I remember, A Little Lily Princess. That one's pretty good. Even though I think it's based off a book. But maybe not gay. Like, I don't think the book was gay. I think they just made the characters a little bit gay. But literally, I feel like only one person in that game is like the true route, because that's the only one you get like a screenshot of like an actual kiss, you know? The rest of them were more like really friendly. Like they were roommates kind of thing, you know? Oh my god, they were roommates. Or it's like a Homura Madoka situation where it's like, oh no, you're my bestest friend and you're but then you're like, no, Homura is mad gay for her. That, and you know, there is like a webtoon that I'm kind of mad isn't gay. You know, I forgot what it's called. They call it different things on different websites. It's on Webtoon itself, but I just what was it? The ugly, no. What the heck was it? It was like the one girl who said that she was like ugly or something, and she wanted to be pretty. So I think she was kind of heavy set as a kid, right? So she like lost all this weight, and she kind of got like, she changed her looks and stuff, and she got kind of, but she doesn't want to stand out. I can't remember what the thing is, but then she ends up like hanging out with all the pretty kids, and her childhood friend starts like, I don't know, she's not obsessive, yet she's kind of obsessive to me. Because it's like she doesn't want her to be friends with anyone else. It's like yandere much, like. But then I think it ends up being... Well, then again, she does drop the line that I can't live without you. And I'm like... Like, with a friend, like, if you're... I mean, I guess your bestie could say that, but, like... We sure about that? Are you sure about that? Like... But no, I think the main girl gets a boyfriend. Like 200-something chapters in, she gets a boyfriend. And I'm like, no. Also, the girl goes back to America for something. I don't know. She had, like, a... What was she? Was she sick? She got into an accident, like a car accident as a kid. And that's kind of like what set off the whole the whole friendship, I guess. But I can't remember. She left, and I can't believe she fucking left. Like, what? They did this on purpose. They did this on purpose. Oh, if you want games though, like actual game. Anyone played Blue Reflection? Blue Reflection was pretty good. I have to say, maybe it's because the first one kind of like I had no idea what the fuck, you know? But like the second one, I think I liked a little bit better just because you had more party. You know what it was? It's just because you had more party members to work with instead of like the original 3 that you had in the first game. But the first one was interesting, even though it was kind of strange, where it was like there's like a dream world or some shit, but then like it's kind of like Digimon, I think, where it's like they're trying to invade, like it's like almost like alienish, like they're trying to invade the real world or the reality or some shit. Well, technically the real world, I guess. But then somehow you get like a group of girls, and it's literally, and you only have 3 party members, like the main girl, and like the 2, I don't know, 2, shit, no. It was kind of sad though, like at the end that they forgot about her at the end though. Because I forgot why. I think they made like a contract or something. Or that was like the deal, something, something. Like, oh, maybe that was like what it was, where it's like, oh, I won't destroy the world or whatever, but you gotta lose all your, or they have to lose all your memories of her, like the main girl. So in the second game, you play as someone else. You play as someone else, but somehow they already have their powers. So I guess that's cool. But the first one, I won't say it was gay. I won't say it was gay. The second one, though, canon relationship. Man, these two girls have a canon relationship. Gay. And I'm like, oh, you... Like, you know what? At this point, like, I feel like Gus knows what we like. Like, all the Atelier games now, they have, like, that one rival friend who's kind of gay for the main girl. Like, like Fierce and the blonde girl. And then there was, like, Totori and the black-haired girl. Even though she was a very much a... They're both tsundere. Like, out of all the Atelier games, though, Sophie, I think, is the best one. At least, like... maybe because it doesn't have, like, a... Like, I won't say the plot is the best. No. Like, does it have a plot? Kind of, not really. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of, not really, doesn't have a plot. Maybe that's why I appreciate it, because it's, like, not a lot that I have to pay attention to. Like, oh, Plakta, you need a doll body, or you need a body or whatever. Oh, can you teach me alchemy or what? You know what it is that I like about Sophie? It's just because her reasoning to be an alchemist is just like to put smiles on people's faces. And I'm like, you know, like that's probably why I stan, like in Octopath, that's probably why I stan Agnea. Agnea and Tressa, just because they're just doing, well, Tressa just because she's like, you know, I just want to go out and see the world and experience stuff. Agnea is like almost exactly the same, where, oh shit, but her mom was a dancer, so she's like, I'm gonna go do it and I'm gonna spread joy and shit with my dancing. I'm like, yes, girl. Like, and I see on the Reddit, everyone is a Casti stan. I appreciate Casti too. But I also find it funny that they didn't want to change the weapons that they use. So you forget have Casti over here with a freaking axe, like a berserker axe. Like a nurse, like a Nightingale? Nightingale, is that you? They do say her story is really good. Like, you know what? Eventually I will get to playing Octopath. Although, the thing about Octopath, though, is it's one of those games where I feel like the game itself is kind of short, depending on, like, you know, what you do, like, which chapter, or not what you do, but since the game is kind of linear in that, like, oh, go here, and then start this person's chapter, and then you're, like, stuck in that chapter until you finish it, you know? For, like, 8 characters. Like, it's one of those games where it's, like, semi-short or whatever, but it's very grindy. Like, I remember trying to... I had to abuse Tressa. Like, that one move where, like, you shoot the big-ass beam. Like, her special, her ultimate move or whatever. You shoot the big-ass beam and you get money. That and Bewildering Grace. Like, Bewildering Grace spam. So, Primrose I used a lot. Primrose I appreciate. Her story was okay. Her story was, at the beginning was very sad. I mean, they can't all be sunshine and rainbows, but at the same time, you know. Like, I appreciate the characters that are sunshine and rainbows. Easier to understand. Like, forget about the angsty ones. I pressed the wrong button. Oh.
Target eliminated.
shield is down. This could get messy.
Oh, they named their dog Umbreon. That's cool. It's cute.
This could get messy. My shield is down. Deadly freaking shield.
You know, I was also thinking about what they could have other followers be. Like, I guess we can't have little puppy dogs. So I guess my dog can't be immortalized in this game, unfortunately. Unless they add, like, unless they actually manage to add, like, a little Maltese poodle. Well, that would be the day. That would be the day. I'd be happy if they added it, but I know they can't cater to, like, everyone who, like, wants to have, like, their pet, you know, in the game. Maybe a cat, like a cat that you actually don't carry in like a baby carrier. Oh, I don't know what they would do though. Like, see, I was kind of thinking like, oh, some of them can. Can you imagine like having a tortoise or something? What's like a tanky, like a bulky animal? You know, like what's like a bulkier animal? That you can get like, oh, the defense plus or something, attack, like a, I know there could be like a hawk falcon thing. But there's a couple games coming. I mean, Dynasty Warriors comes out tomorrow. I'm gonna be freaking playing that. Even though I'm kind of sad that they don't have a character creator. But that I'm like, that's okay. He looks semi-feminine enough. Like he has a very pretty face. But then again, I guess like as per like Omega Force, Koei Tecmo, they all have pretty faces. What's funny for me to see though is Guan Yu. Like as he was younger, I guess. Like, I guess it's kind of like when you see Nobunaga in, like, Samurai Warriors, where he's younger and, like, more hot-headed, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, he's with the mustache, or the goatee? No, the beard. He has, like, a little, right? And then, like, a, mustache, goatee, question mark. I would be very impressed if I actually managed to get all her parts. What I'm missing the DNA strands. That's what I'm missing. Oh shit! Like talk about more Yuri visual novels. I guess well, I guess not. Yuri. Okay, Citrus is not a Yuri visual novel, but it is a manga. And I tried to read it. Like I was like off and on reading it. Too much angst. Too much drama for me. I'm like, you know, as much as I can appreciate some drama, you know, this ain't it. This ain't it. I mean, I guess I appreciate it went the route where it was like, yeah, they're like step siblings, but I guess it's like, I feel like it'd be even weirder if they actually grew up together like that. Oh shit.
This could get messy.
So, I mean, like, it technically is like a pseudo incest, but like, it's weird to say that. I mean, it's not okay, but somehow they made it okay. And I guess at the end they got married. Even though I'm pretty sure they were both still in high school. So, like, y'all want to slow down? Technically, there is an after story to it, though. Which is weird to think about when it's like, oh, they got married or they have, like, the ring on the finger, but they're still in high school and doing, like, student council shit. And I also can't believe they made an anime of it. I cannot believe... I did not watch it because I did not want to see the freaking drama, like, fully fleshed out. You know? I don't even watch anime anymore. I mean, I don't know. I actually never imagined I would like kind of outgrow watching anime itself, but there actually had not been a lot of good ones, at least for me.
My shield is down.
Cause like maybe it's just me, like it might just be me, but I can't follow like plots like I used to, like depending on what it is. I mean, I guess you know what? If I started like Naruto or One Piece from scratch, Detective Conan is a little bit different just because there's like something different happens every episode. You know, like someone dies, someone dies an episode. So like what? Like in the manga, they're like on 1,000 chapters. So I guess that's like 1,000 people that died. Like damn. But something like that I could I could follow, but like shit like One Piece, Naruto at this point, and Bleach, like all like the mainstream shit, I can't follow it. I can't. I need something light, you know, like Lucky Star. Like I love Lucky Star, even though what it's like 2005, 2004. No, it might have been a little bit later than that. But Lucky Star, I like anything that was literally like girls talking about stuff. Like it doesn't even have to be anything really, just something that you can kind of like look, you know, like watch and be like, oh, and like if something like, you know, oh, you look like something like that. And there's a couple of those technically. Oh, what's the one like I guess Kin Iro Mosaic is pretty cute. I don't think. Oh, technically, it's not a Yuri, but the one girl definitely has something for that other girl. Like, let's be real, she is hella gay. But that one was pretty cute. Oh, okay. I don't know why I just did that. There was like an anime. It was weird because it was an anime based off of a game. Like I guess like a mobile game. It was an anime based off a mobile game. But I don't know if it was a gacha. I don't know what kind of game it was, but I know you play as a dude, and I guess you meet a bunch of girls. Like it was literally called girlfriend something, and I don't remember like what it was. I just saw that it was like based off a game, and I was like, what the fuck? But the anime actually had nothing to do with anything. Like there was no guy, there was no dude in the anime. It was literally just the girls being the girls, I guess, from the game, just without like the romance shit. So like, I guess the girl that they start with was like part of the gymnastics team or something. So they show her doing her thing. There's like the girls in doing like the radio show. Oh. There's like the journalist girl. There's like the photography girl, you know. Although I think they had like a semi-overarching plot line with like the exchange student, like the transfer student who was like from Britain or something. But then it did that thing where like at the very end it was like, oh, they think she was gonna leave. I can't remember. They think she was gonna leave or something. But oh no, she's not leaving. And they're like, oh my god, yeah, or like whatever. You know, one of those. There's that. I guess for plot though, maybe because it's not really that like dire, like a dire plot that needs to be followed like to the T. Is that one, what is it called? It has like a long ass name. It has like a light novel length name, like Bo Fruity. Is that what it was called? It's the one where that one girl was too afraid of getting hurt in like the VR game, so she buffs her defense and only her defense, so she can't like feel, or I guess so she can't feel pain because she's that scared of it, and then she turns into like the most OP monster. Like she is like the epitome of like main character. Like she gets like if Kirito was a girl who used a big ass shield but had like all the powers, because I mean at least she's smart, you know. I think that, you know what, I think I appreciate it just because like she had like never played a VR game. She never played a video game before, but she can actually use her brain. You know? Like at the very beginning where where like the bees or what, like she realizes that she's getting poisoned by the bees or the bugs. But then it's like, oh, I think if she eats the bug, if she eats the bee, I think she gained like poison resistance. So she just started eating a shit ton of bees and like tried to get her poison resistance, so it didn't do anything. Like she tried to get immunity that way. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, thank God this bitch is actually smart. Like, she might not be like a gamer, doing the gamer logic and stuff, but at least she's smart. I can appreciate that. Is she coming up with these damn Yu-Gi-Oh strategies just to fight some fucking slimes? Like, I do have to admit though, when the plot actually picks up like near the end and they do like those the guild war stuff, that's where it lost me. That's where I got lost. I was like, just because that one dude, the blonde guy, he was like, oh, he's like the best one or whatever. I think there was a season 2 though, right? There was a season 2 where they did other stuff. And you know what? I appreciate that. Like, maybe because it wasn't so serious. Like, in Sword Art Online, it's like, well, you die in the game, you die in real life and shit. Maybe because it wasn't so serious. Like, it felt like role-playing to the extreme. That's what that anime is. Role-playing to the extreme. Although, she was in high school, so, like, I don't know where she had time. I mean, you know what? For plot reasons, or for, like, anime plot armor reasons, maybe we're assuming she did all her homework, did all her shit, did all her studying. So that one was pretty good.
Please verify the data.
Oh, but also I appreciate like the pets that they got. She named, because her name in Japanese was Kaede, but that means maple. Like in English, it means maple. So she named her like turtle thing syrup, like maple syrup. I think that's cute. Okay. Oh, okay. We're going with this one. Damn it. Didn't like me talking about that anime, huh? But I like that anime, and I watched that. I like Way of the House Husband just because it's so goofy. Like, I like all those weird, goofy, quirky ones, And there was that one, the new one that's, not the new one, but the Sakamoto Days. I kind of wanted to wait until it's all out so I can just watch it on Netflix, You know what? I tried going back because the Crunchyroll has changed over the years. Like I was watching Gintama on Crunchyroll for the longest time, and now they changed it where it's like its own like streaming service. So now I can't watch anything. Like I wanted to watch Hozuki. What was that one? That one I can also watch. It's like Seinfeld. It's like I need anime that are literally about nothing. or like the one thing happens like per episode, then it gets like resolved like at the end of the episode, something like that. Like even if they split it in half, Shirokuma Cafe, Polar Bear Cafe, I like that anime a lot because it's a lot of nonsense about what they're talking about, like, oh, what should be on the menu or whatever, or just like stuff with Panda. And like and like Polar Bear does all his pun stuff. See, that one I like too. That one actually has, okay, you know what? I appreciate that one just because it has a lot of episodes. I don't know. I forgot how many it does. It has more than like the normal 12 or something.
Unloading.
Oh, there was also that one anime that was also a manga, like the Revolution, whatever. I forgot. It was basically the girl who got yeeted, but she was like really wicked, like sciencey smart. I forgot what she did before, like before she turned into like a princess or whatever in this fantasy world. Or at least I think I'm pretty sure she got yeeted, right? Like, wasn't she like died in like an accident and then she came back as like a princess? Like, I don't think it was a situation with like the, you know, like the, what is it? Like the Otome flag one, the villainous one. That one. I don't think it was that one where she was like living her life and then she hit her head and then she remembered that she's not from there. Like, I don't think it was like that. I think she actually got yeeted there, but she was like really sciencey. But it was like the world with magic, but she couldn't use magic. And so she was kind of like shunned. Because she was like a royal who couldn't use magic. But then her brother like canceled. It sounds so weird. Her brother canceled his engagement. I guess that's how you would say that. Canceled his engagement to go. You know what are those tropes where it's like, oh my god, you know, yeah, I know your true, what is it, personality, even though she's like, what the fuck? And so then like the princess girl was like, oh, I'll take her, you know, if she's free, I'll take her.
Freeze.
And like I didn't believe it was gay at first. It ended gay because they kissed, so that's nice. At the end of the anime, I think at that point though, the manga never caught up. So I think at that point in the manga they were still fighting the brother. And then weird shit was happening. And I guess it ended... The anime ended nicely, you know, where it's like, oh, the girl became queen instead of the princess, so she can, like, work on her shit, you know?
Unloading. This could get messy. Any last words? Reload.
Oh, 38. I think I just need one more catalyst thing to go in this gun. And then I'm, like, done with it. Like, for once I actually have, like, a fully built gun. And I think it's helping. I hope it's doing stuff, you know?
Watch out for the flash.
Oh, is it not these? Is it not? Oh.
This is the ultimate chill.
Oh my god. But Dynasty Wars is coming out tomorrow. You know there's like another game, what is it called? Sin Duality? Sin Duality, Echoes of Ada. And I had no idea what the fuck it was until I saw those screenshots and I saw Bandai Namco, so I'm like, oh, anime. Anime. Although the graphics themselves are like not so anime. Like if you like, you know, Code Vein, it's not Code Vein levels of anime, you know. It's like there's like semi, like maybe blue reflection-ish graphics where it's like they're anime, but there's like, it's a little uncanny for like true, you know, like cell shaded anime graphics, you know, like the Tales games, I guess, or at least the older ones maybe. Like they look a little bit different, so like I guess, yeah, like blue reflection, like with those girls, they're like, yeah, they're anime, but they're not like true like anime. Like they don't look 2D, like we'll just say it like that. They don't actually look 2.5D anime girls. And so I was like, oh, this look, and it said like looter shooter, and I like me a looter shooter. but there's like a big ass mech or something. And apparently that's based off of an anime, but I guess it has nothing to do with an anime. People said that it had something to do with like a side character. Like the side character the side character becomes like the main character, or at least an important character. Because I guess you're supposed to be the main character. Because I think I googled it. There's character creation in it, and luckily it was semi inexpensive. I think it was like $40. Versus like the deluxe edition that was like $69.99. So I was like, do I really need all that DLC? No. Although you do get to play it early, like a week early. So whoever bought it, I guess, I really enjoys it, I guess. And I think people said there was like a beta test or like a network test that they did. And people said it was good. So I was like, okay, great. So I pre-ordered that, and that's coming next week after like Dynasty Warriors and stuff. So I get a week of playing Dynasty Warriors. Oh shit. I'm still upset that you can't create a character, but I read this article though that the guy who, like, the development team, they were like going back and forth on like if they wanted to add like a character creator, but I guess because they came up with a backstory for this guy already that they didn't want to. But I'm like, it can be like a Persona 3 thing. Like they can, like if you have a female character set in stone, they can at least have the same backstory, just look different, you know? Like even if I can't edit them, customize them or something. But that's okay. I forgot though. There's not that many girls left in this series. At least in the beginning. I can't play as Yuanji. I like Yuanji. Oh shit. I like the Jin characters, even though they're technically like future Wei characters. I forgot who are even the other like female officers you can play as, because I don't know. You can in the demo you can at least play as what's her face, the sister, Sun Shang Jian. You play as her at least, and I have to say though, damn it, I do have to say she be looking nice. I like her hair. Their longer hair that I know she's supposed to be like younger, but she looking nice. They all can look nice. But she was like the only, like in the demo at least, she was the only like female officer.
Launching void vessel exploration.
Unless you can play Yao Chan. And I forgot what she looked like, but I'm pretty sure she also looks very pretty, like as she was supposed to in history? Question mark. I think it's just a book, right? Like it's just like a book, right? It's not like history-ish. I mean, unless it was like a time period, like you know how like Sengoku, like Japan and stuff, like I don't think it was real. I mean, that'd be very interesting if it was real, but like I don't think so. Okay, I have to end this. Okay, we have an hour. You know what? If I can get her in an hour,
This could get messy.
I would be very happy. I got her on like no, I would still have to wait, right? Because I would still have to like grind the nano chip things for her. But you know what? I'd rather grind for the fucking nano chips than leave the actual parts up to chance, you know?
Loading. I'm loading. Take this. Don't hate me later.
So in FGO, you know, they started like the Lost Belt 7, right? I have not caught up. I know they're on part 2 now. They're doing their part 2 campaign just because I'm waiting for Kukul Khan. Okay, I mean, I'm like debating. I'm like debating whether I actually really want her. Cause I don't have what's his face, Jaguar Man. Oh shit,
How dare they break my shield?
you gotta go further.
Hey, get up!
Because there were a couple of fights that were so bullshit in this one. I completely forgot how many fights were so bullshit. Like the, what's the big one? I forgot what the big Sakura name. King of Preta? Something, whatever her name is. The big one. She had that skill where it's like she resets her whole health bar and stuff after like 10 turns. So I had to figure out a way to just do big nuke damage and like Hephaestion MVP. Because I had to have her do double nuke, so I had to do double Hephaestion to get 2 health bars down. And then she did the thing where she switched them. She like mixed the party up, but thank God, I think one Hephaestion still made it until they died. And then I forgot who was left. But I think I just had a Hephaestion nuke. It just had to be a Hephaestion nuke the entire time.
Loading.
Either that or it was that and like the whatever, the Halloween Ellie, the pretender Ellie. And then I like went through, and now I'm on a. I see like a question mark, you know, like when you do the when you look at the thing, it's like oh, recommended or not recommended, but like oh like these servants are there, you know, like or whatever. And you see a fucking question mark, I just lose it. I'm just like no. How about no? I don't want to do this right now. And so I tried to do a 10 roll for what's his face, Jaguar Man, because I did not realize how many assassins, like 5-star assassins, I don't have. But I only have 3 5-star assassins. It sounds so sad, but I have Koyanskaya, the assassin. I forgot which one that one is. I think that one's dark, right? And then I have Jack and Kama, and that's it. I'm like, I did not realize how many assassins I'm missing. No First Hassan. No, whatchamacallit. Yeah, actually, who else is another assassin? I can't even remember.
Take this.
Oh, I went the wrong way, that's why.
Smooth as ice.
But I didn't get to you know, part two, because apparently now there's like an ongoing thingy going on where it's like, oh, if you finish part one, you get like the, you know, like the QP farm or whatever, like half AP, half stamina. I'm like, okay, but why? Like, why couldn't this be? There's like still 20 days, so I get 19 days technically. It's like, okay, I guess if you want to get through part one or whatever, then go ahead. I would, you know who I would like? I would like, who the fuck? The new girl with the Tenochtitlan? I forgot. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it was Tenochtitlan. Cause what's the other dude's name? Tezo. I do not know. I just call him Jaguar Man because that's kind of what he reminds me of, I guess. In One Ascension, he looks like a Jaguar Man. But I was like debating. I'm like, should I wait for? But then I realized I'm like, no, I need him as like an extra assassin. Even though I don't think I can get his third ascension until I practically finish the damn chapter. I think him and Tenochtitlan. I like her second ascension where she looks like a normal person with like the sunglasses and the hat. Because I had no idea what the heck she was. I guess it's like a Gundam mecha pilot, I guess. And she gets a summer version eventually. Like, why? Like, why?
Hang in there. Scatter them.
But I was waiting for Kukulkan. I mean, I guess I could technically still wait for Kukulkan. But, like, I already have her in my Japanese account, and she's good. She has, like, the one skill that gives you stars, so that's always nice. Or the one passive that gives you extra stars. And I don't know what else she does, but... but you need to use the stars to get the extra big buff. Oh, I might have to... Okay, hold on. After we do this, I might have to turn the brightness down a little bit. You know what I'm impressed with, though? They don't have another Tales game. Like, heck, oh, you know what, though? No, not because it's new. Just because the Tales of Graces or whatever is coming out. Like, the remaster. I did not like that one. I unfortunately am in that camp. I did not like it, like, at all. Just because the battle system. Maybe because it was such a change in the battle system. Where it was like, oh, you flick the stick or something. Like, instead of pressing, like, a combination of buttons. Like, oh, if you, like, kind of like this. Like, oh, if you held, like, L1 and A, you did, like, this move. Oh, if you held L1 and square or whatever, you did this move. Like, something like that. It was so convoluted for me. I don't really understand why. That's pretty good. This is actually kind of good. Maybe we should keep it. Did I want to check? I can't remember if I wanted to check something. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did kind of want to check something. Well, besides the turning the brightness down. I don't know if I made it to, did the gun make it to max level or no? Oh. Oh, never mind. I need 2 more. Okay, now I can upgrade it.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, see, just the one part, a one lonely Sharon part. And then this, I needed this though. I think I got it from like the trade thing. Ah. See, this is not so bad. This is not as bad as 63. 20 of these is not as bad as 63 of these. I'm sure when her ultimate or whatever comes out, it's gonna be like that 60 something of one item for each. Oh, that's nice. I guess that's why there's not like there hasn't been news about another Tales game or Tales of game, just because the remaster of Tales of Graces is coming out. Also, I couldn't get over that guy's name, like the main dude, Aspel. It's a very strange name. You know what also it was? It was because at the beginning, I don't really know why, if it was just that weird AI or if just all your characters, then maybe that's why I kind of got annoyed with it, is that all the characters, like all your party members at the beginning, like I remember like the blue-haired guy who was like the brother, right? The blue-haired guy, and then the girl, and the whatchamacallit, like the older guy who has like the axe thing or whatever, they all used magic. I think that's what pissed me off. Because Aspel was the only one who didn't have magic, so he was the one who would have to like run in and whack things, and everyone would be like back there casting fucking stone blast and whatever. What's the water one? Whatever the water one, a wind blade and aqua something. Aqua Jack. Something. Berseria, Tales of Berseria I liked, but I kind of felt bad for everyone because you kind of played as like the semi-bad guys, but like the good guys were just as bad because I mean he did murder that kid at the beginning, so I could kind of understand. But like I felt bad. It's like one of those games where it's like you're made out to be like the bad guy, so everybody hates you. You know, I don't like that feeling though. So, I mean, although Maggie Lou iconic though, just because of how there's like that one weapon that was kind of weird. Like I can't remember, they're like cards, right? But some of them looked really weird and goofy. But I like playing as the mage characters. Maybe that's why I like Vesperia. I like Rita. I play as Rita all the time. She gets that cool outfit at the end. And she might she might be a little bit gay, but she just doesn't know. It's again, it's like one of those situations where it's like, oh, she my best friend.
Stay where you are. Here I go. Down. Freeze. Well, shall we race? Transform. Don't hate me later. Take this. Oh,
Like, and then what was the recent one? Tales of Arise. It was okay. I played, well, this was like before. I think I had it on PS4, like before. I think it came out like right before the PS5 came out. So I think it had like a PS4, PS5 version. And I thought it was kind of okay. Like, I know people were like, oh, the plot was kind of eh. And I guess I kind of agree because I don't really remember and or care about the like some of the characters were fine. I like the owl, like well, again, the mage girl. She wasn't an owl person, but I know she had like a little owl mascot thing, and she had like a big ass hoodie. Maybe if they like remastered all the old ones, you know, Tales of the Abyss. I think I remember that one was also pretty okay. They had an anime, so I guess it was a little bit. Heck, there was a Symphonia, Tales of Symphonia. They had an anime too. That one was pretty good. I think I just like Vesperia more just because I replayed it so many times as a kid, you know? Like on the Xbox, because I think at that point, when it first came out, it was for Xbox, like 360 only. And I know that when they did the remaster, they added all the Japanese things. So, like, you can get Flynn as a party member. You can get Patty, who I don't know why they skipped over her shit on that version, but it's kind of the same. You know what, though? It's kind of the same with, like, Eternal Sonata, where, like, the PS3 version had all those, like, it had those 2 extra characters. I forgot his name, Crescendo and the lady, I guess maybe his wife, I don't really know. They had them as extra characters in the PS3 version, but they didn't in the Xbox version, so I kind of got sad. That game was pretty good too, I guess. Like, at the time when I actually played it, I had no idea what the heck was happening. But like, who comes up with this shit? Like, oh, Frederick Chopin or whatever. Oh, let's make an anime video game about him and his like him on his deathbed. And like that whole world is like something he dreamed up or something. Like, is that not crazy? Like, what the fuck?
Watch carefully. One icicle coming up.
Like, it's like the Spike Chunsoft guys. Like, are y'all alright? Well, actually, no. That one's kind of tame. Spike Chunsoft, I don't know what they're on, but like all the Danganronpa, Zanki Zero, which is also kind of weird. It's a good game, if not, it is a little bit weird just because of the whole, like, oh, them aging really fast and then dying and then turning back into children. But then there's, like, that bit where you can, like, there's, like, that mechanic where you can get them to share rooms and, like, get their affection with each other up. And then I guess it's implied because of, like, the picture or whatever that they show after. It's, like, implied that they did stuff. But, like, I mean, I doubt... Oh, no. Shoot. It kind of worked, but it didn't work. Oh! Look at that.
My shield is down.
Well, that's one way to do it. I think they have like a new IP. I got an email. I signed up for the emails, I guess just for like when, I guess, not when things are on sale, because I don't really care when things are on sale, because I feel like I have, for most of the Bandai Namco games, I kind of have. Oh, not. No, oh, no. I'm not gonna say I have most of them, but I'm just saying, like a lot of the ones that are on that go on sale, I already have. I guess is what I was trying to say. But then I saw like they had this new IP, and I forgot what it was called, and they didn't really explain what it was at all. But they're like, oh, look at check this brand new game out, you know. You know what I'm sad about? Blue Protocol. I was actually looking forward to that game. It did look good, you know. You know what I'd also like to see? Phantasy Star Online, but like for PS5, not like PS4. Cause you know how big that game is? It's like 100 some gigabytes. Like, damn, there has to be a limit. There has to be a limit.
It's mine. I'm loading. I'm loading. My shield is down. I'll ice you all. Take this. Smooth as ice. I'm loading.
Is that like the new ability? Like, why do the bubbles get so big? Why do the bubbles get so big? I don't know what changed for her. I feel like some of the abilities got different, but what the fuck?
Take this. Shall we? This could get messy. My shield is down. Here I go. This could get messy.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, hey, I can make one. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Is this all we have? We just got backpacks and this? That's all we got? See, I have this one. I guess that's fine. But I see people like, oh, the shield doesn't. I mean, I don't know. I appreciate it. I appreciate even though it doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, you know what? Maybe we'll just keep it just in case. And then this one, no, this one we don't need. I don't know what type she is. Should I check? Like, like, what if that one's really good for her? I forgot how to check. I forgot how to check.
Ines Rea, Hound Unit, commencing operations.
Singular, tech, and then whatever. Okay, singular and oh god, she does half and half. Why you go half and half, girl? I guess this one's actually kind of okay, depending on what the fuck. See, creates current coils on nearby enemies to
Ines
deal
Rea,
damage.
Hound Unit, commencing operations.
Okay, so that does damage. That they all do damage. That's nice of her. Okay. I think this one I have then. What is this? Tech. Handgun text. I mean, we might want to keep it. Question mark. Oh yeah, there was like a bonus for getting all of them right. Oh god. Okay, we can make one of them. Isn't that nice? Yay.
Oh, the special human child. What do you need?
Oh, we can make two. Oh, oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Actually, doesn't one of these, right? This needs like a blue thing, doesn't it? Shit. Okay, I guess we're gonna do this one then. Compound coating material. Okay, the Echo Swamp. Oh, what is this again? Oh, I forgot what this was. What is this? Void Erosion Purge? I don't think... Oh, yeah, I didn't do the thingy-majig for it. Like the side quest or like the new quest for it. Okay, Echo Swamp. I don't think it matters. Actually, I need one where there's like boxes that are semi-close to each other. Okay, you know, we'll just go down here, I guess. But in okay, and I was talking about FGO like a long ass time ago. But in FGO, they did the thing, you know, like the okay, like the New Year's stuff, you know, New Year's, and it was Kotomine. Kotomine came out, right? And I managed to get him on the second or third ticket. So I managed to save up all that quartz. And then I was like, okay, yeah, you know, like Nito Chris Alter. I know she, maybe I should actually pay attention. Maybe I should. Because I don't know what I just picked up. Okay, hold on. Oh, I think that, what was this even for? These at least I know were for like the parts, but like should I get more just in case? Like
How dare you break my shield?
but I got Kotomine on ticket. It Nito Chris Alter that came out. And I can't remember how she was important to the story. I can't remember how she was important to the story, but she's important to the story somehow. And she, well, maybe she's not. Maybe she just randomly came out because I'm sitting here because she got added to the story gacha, like the normal gacha. But I don't know. I don't know. But I managed to get her in 110 roll, and then I forgot who I was saving up for. Oh, you know what? It was because I was looking at that one schedule where it was like, oh, you know, like New Year's servants, like, oh, this person and this person, this person and this. And I forgot who it was. The first couple I either had or didn't want. And then there was the Karen, the ruler, like Valentine's Day Karen. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I never got her. So let me try for her because I think the 4-star that was available was Miyu, and I do have Miyu in the whatever version, in the Japanese version, and she's kind of like mini Merlin a little bit, but not as, you know, not as like, I don't know. I mean, if you can get her to spam, then yeah, you know, it's really good if you get her to spam. Okay, I don't think. Wait, I'm not meant to be here. I'm not. Wait. Oh, here's one. But it was that, and then at the very end, it was Koyanskaya? I think maybe Koyanskaya, the assassin, dark, I guess, and Fujino. Now, Fujino, Fujino, I really like just because in that fucking movie, she like got the worst of it. Like, I felt so bad for her in that movie. Like, she was like assaulted all the damn time because she couldn't feel pain and shit. And then I guess technically they got their comeuppance because she kind of bent them. She murdered them real good, I guess. So good for her, but I felt so bad for her. Like, in that way, I don't know if I forgot if she comes up in any of these other movies, because technically the movies are out of order for some reason. I don't know, that might have just been like a weird design choice. But yeah, I felt so bad for her. I was like, oh man, she deserves better. Like, she deserves to be happy after all that shit she went through. Oh. Okay, I think that's good. So maybe we should, you know what? Let's do it another hour. We only need 20 of these. I think I can handle 20. Okay, I got like, I don't know, 20. I got 20 minutes. You think we can get 20 in 20 minutes? But I was like, okay, it's Fujino. But the thing is, though, is that I already have Koyanskaya Dark. So I was like, either do it for Karen or Fujino, and I chose to do it for Karen. Do it, and I managed to, you know what? Surprisingly enough, I managed to get both of them, Karen and Miyu, in the same 10 roll. So I guess I used up all my all my luck, because get this, the fucking GSSR let me down because I wanted Bezette. I wanted either Bezette or Van Gogh, because I think they split it into like NP, like what they do, like, oh, if it's a support NP, if it's like a AoE or whatever, or arts AoE, arts single target, you know. And so it was between them and I forgot who. I think maybe the casters. I can't remember. It might just be because I wanted to get a Merlin or Skahath. Or yeah, her. Or the Lancers, just because I'm looking for normal. I'm looking for normal Skahath. Ever since she fucking came out, this bitch has been avoiding me at every opportunity. Every Thanksgiving? No. No. She doesn't want to do that Thanksgiving. But no, it was the support, the support extras or whatever was. Those were the ones. Now, I think it was split. I think I had like a split down the middle. It was Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, and then the Emperor guy, Shi Huang Di. And then someone else, I can't remember who else. It was someone I had though, and I can't remember who it was. Or no, it was split down the middle. So there was so then there was Bezette and Van Gogh, and then somebody else that I cannot remember. It must have been. It was either that or it was just oh, sorry. It was either that or it was Shi Huangdi or Sherlock Holmes, and then Van Gogh and Bezette. And I'm like, you know, it's a fairly decent chance, you know. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, if I get, like, someone I already have, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. And it fucking happened. So I was like, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I got another copy of Shi Huangdi. And, I mean, he's good, you know. Like, I won't say there's anyone who's very terrible. Unless it's Angra Mainyu or whatever, because I don't know. Unless you buff his health up or something and manage to keep him alive, I don't think he's worth investing in, really. Like, I made the mistake, because I was dumb, like in the Japanese version, I made the mistake of getting him to level 85 just because I thought I thought he was cool, because I was like, oh, he's like a really hard to get character and shit. But now I'm like, damn, they said he was the worst. He even says, he's like, yeah, I'm the worst one. Like, I don't know why you, well, you know what? He gets an interlude at Bond 10. So, I don't know why they make me wait that long for, like, an interlude, but... You know what? Surprisingly enough, who I didn't have and I didn't realize I didn't get, like, once... Frankenstein or Fran. I didn't realize I didn't get her. So all of a sudden I did the rolls and I see the thing and she showed. I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? I never got her. Impressively enough. Oh shit! Oh damn it!
How dare they break my shield?
Oh come on!
My shield is down.
So that was my FGO luck. I used it up for the rest of the year. You know what though? I can still save. They had that thing where it was like the roadmap for like, I guess part way through 2025. And the whatever event, the Narrow Draco event or whatever, is supposed to be late March. So if I save, if I manage to fucking finish the story or catch up with the story Lost Belt by the time, you know, late March, you know. Because I couldn't remember when Tiamat came out either. And I'm sitting here like, where the fuck is she? Because I really wanted her. Because I'm like, oh, I need someone who can heal and stuff. Besides Kotomine. And I guess she's cool. I kind of thought the, whatever, whatchamacallit. You know the in the Japanese version, the Christmas event girl, the 5-star berserker girl. I thought that was her. I thought that was her. Because it kind of looked like her. She had horns and shit, but they were just different. They looked like reindeer horns, and then she turned into like a completely different person. So I'm like, oh, I guess it wasn't her. And they were also dirty for doing like a Christmas Eve or like a Christmas-ish event, and then like a straight up Christmas event, like for 5 days with like a archetype Earth or whatever. with like a new form or whatever for her. Oh, how'd they get there so fast? Maybe they were already, I just couldn't. Okay.
Loading. Loading. Loading.
You know what else needs a remaster? Valkyria Chronicles. Valkyria Chronicles 2 in particular, just because it's stuck on it. If y'all can get, you know what? If y'all get Freedom Wars, like a remaster of Freedom Wars, y'all can do a remaster of Valkyria Chronicles 2. Because for some reason, I just remember that one being the better one, you know? And heck, one of them wasn't even dubbed in English or like translated in English. I think the third one. The third one, I think. The fourth one, they skipped the third one. Was the third one just not? Look at all the things. It's like these characters, they end up in Project Cross Zone. But like, who the fuck are they supposed to be? I don't remember them. And then you find out that they're from Valkyria Chronicles 3, which never made it. So I played part of the fourth one. I got stuck somewhere. That might be why I never finished. I got stuck somewhere and my tiny brain could not.
I'm loading.
Okay, ow.
This could get messy.
Like, damn, I was in the middle of yawning. Excuse me.
Stay. My shield is down.
An enemy container has been revealed. Please verify the data.
I guess it doesn't. I mean, like, I guess it doesn't really matter what we're looking for. Like, heck, I take the box too now at this point. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's see. Okay, I don't need. What is that? I don't need you anymore, or whatever. I don't want to play with you anymore. What's that meme? It's that meme, like the Toy Story meme. Okay, there you go. EA. And then in Honkai Star Rail, they had like with 3.0, even though they said, I don't know if that was like, if they actually changed it or what, but it said that they were gonna get rid of the daily missions. So I'm like, how am I supposed to get the 60 Stellar Jade a day if I don't get the dailies, you know? And sometimes, you know, those boss fights, like the void, not the void shit, but like the other ones, you know, or whatever. My team is not good enough to do that shit. I mean, I have a pretty competent setup, but I mean, their traces are really bad. Like the trace levels, because I don't really raise them, even though I should. I'm like, damn, it's just like I focus on the relics first. Relics and then light codes and then fucking traces. But it's such a, that is an investment. Like I'd rather just do the relics. At least for the healers actually do need the talent or the talent up or what, or the trace, not talent. The trace up things. Cuz their healing depends on it. So but like everyone else, just kind of go with it, you know. So now, you know, they have like the Big Herta or whatever, Big Herta, like Big Bertha, Big Herta or the Herta. They call her the. They could have called her something else, like True Herta or something. Just calling her the just seems really weird. Maybe it's just like a translation thing. But then they brought back, like, they did that thing where it was like, oh, here's, like, 3 previous people, you know, back in the gacha, the limited, and they had Ling Sha. And I completely forgot about her, but I'm like, oh, yeah, this girl who I wanted because I needed, like, a fire abundance one. Like, Gallagher's fine, but, like, I need someone who can group heal a little bit better. Even though him healing you is just literally just like opening a can of soda or something. And so you know what? Oh shit. Oh, I thought I could duck and weave, but it didn't work. But I was waiting for like, cause you know how we're kind of we're kind of like desperate for more ice types, you know, or at least semi-decent ones. I think they only really, I don't know. I don't want to say they're bad or anything, but maybe because we don't really have a lot of like DPS ice people. Cause the last what's her name? Ruan Mei. She's like a support, you know, support character. Jeopard, support character, and the only one who's like DPS is Yan Qing, or that's what his name, right? Yan Qing, I think his name was. Like the blonde guy who likes to surf on his swords and shit. And I never use him. Maybe because I need like an AoE. Maybe because it's so like, as much as I like them, the hunt characters, just because they hit only one person and like maybe you're just supposed to pair them up. You know what? I think that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to pair them up. Pair them up with like an AoE person or something. At least Fei Xiao has like a follow-up where she kind of just does her thing. Like she hits one person, but she can like follow up on other people. So I kind of have like a semi-full follow-up team with her, Yun Li, and I guess what's his name? Oh shoot, what's his name? Jiang Yuan? What's his name? I forgot his name. The one who has like who summons the big colossus thing. And does like, he's like the AoE guy. Jiang Yuan? Jin Yuan?
Here goes.
I got him because I was like, I need an electric type. I need an AoE electric type because Serval was not. I tried. I tried, but it wasn't enough for Serval. And I think this was before. I think it was before or during, like when Mose, what's his name, Mose, when he came out. It might have been because I can't remember. But I somehow I remember like he didn't show up for me when he came out. Mose. So I had to get him by doing, you know, like the mini side quest where it was like, oh, you get your own like room on top of like the bar area. Like that's your new room. Or heck, I don't even know if you had a room even before then. But anyway, it was like the decorating one where you had to like decorate the whole thing. Which I guess it was okay because it didn't really require like running anywhere. I think I appreciate like those kinds of like semi mini games, you know, where it's like, oh, like click this and then click this, and then if you want to see your result, you know, see the results and stuff at the very end, and you just kind of keep going through it like that. Like, that's fine. It's better than... See, this is why... Not that I can't get into it. It's just, like Uma Musume requires you to, like, click all this shit, right? And you have to, like, every time... Like, if there was an auto Uma Musume... Also, I'm a little salty about Uma Musume because I did have to start over. I can't remember why, though. Either because I had to re-download it, change accounts, or what. But like it's the same thing with the Idol Master. Like the new one, the shiny colors, or what is it called? A Song of Prism. I guess technically it's still shiny colors, but they added an extra subtitle to it. And I made so much progress on the original just because they gave me a lot of like free stuff, like free 10 rolls and stuff, you know? But now because of this new game I lost it all, and because of the rhythm game sections, I have this thing where like I could totally do them, like, you know, and put them on like my rhythm game thing, which is literally the rhythm game channel, just like my main channel, not my main channel, but like my personal channel, because like I already put them up there. I might as well just keep them. What? How many is that? Like 1,000? No, not 1,000. I don't know how many I've done. It's a lot. I did a lot. And so I had this thing where it's like, oh, if I want to do one of those games, you know, if they're like in the like the same thing with the ensemble stars, I'd want them to be in their usual outfits, like their team outfits, their team uniform, you know. And of course, because gotcha be gotcha, they start with like the basic bitch outfit, and there's only like a couple 3-star outfits. Or not, I don't know, I don't know how they calculate. I guess like SSR. They do like that, not stars. There's like only a few like SSR outfits.
Shield's broken. Move. Reloading.
Take this. Bound.
Whip.
I'll ice your fall. My shield is down. So annoying. Hang in there. My shield is down. My shield is down. I'm going to.
verify the data.
You can't stop already.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to stop here though. You know what? I feel accomplished. I feel fulfilled. I got to go on a rant about gay visual novels. About like the Yuri visual novels that I like, you know. Random shit. I mean, look, I talk about the most random shit. Like, I need to talk to it about or to somebody, and I guess that would be myself. Talk about the things I like to myself. But yeah, I'm actually super impressed we managed to actually get all 4 parts in one. I'm actually really happy about that. So now all that's left is just to fucking do the grinding for both of them. You know what? Maybe this would like activate the neurons to sit down and buckle up and grind for ultimate Sharon. You know. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. And